answered this question already, but you talk about your lack of cutting edge and you're creating so many chances, but not necessarily scoring many goals. Is that something you can fix on the training ground, or do you need to sign players to do that? Are these players just not of a high enough quality to score the chances that you're creating?
Yeah, look, it's a good question. So, I think the good thing, and if you are following our work, the thing that I said in the beginning, so we against Norwich, we felt we need in this situation to put one more man between the lines. We worked a little bit yesterday and today. We did better. I think we put our men with the ball. That situation of Fabio, it's a good situation to link three men's combinations and appears inside of the box to score goals. And the other thing is to continue to practice. But of course, we don't have in our squad, but I said that since the beginning, because what happened, I see where comes the threat, right? Where comes the threat to score goals, and what is the average of our players to score goals? We don't have too many players with a good average. Sorry, we have Raul with a good average, and I think it was Ruben to score more goals last year. Now we have Daniel scored 2 goals, Wang 4. I think we have players outside who can help us to every time to have a good rhythm in the game and to score goals. That's the things comes with work. Of course, it's if I have a chance and money to get Ronaldo, it was maybe more easy for us because it's from a half chance he can score goals. But look, I think the most important thing is for me to continue to give confidence to the players, to create and to understand where they can appear with the dynamic, and to continue to work and to give a lot of confidence to score goals.
You mentioned to Alessandro, you were talking about Antonio Conte. Was he someone you admired as a player and have admired as a manager? Is he perhaps even somebody that you look up to as a manager and you try to learn from him?
It was, as you know, it was a big player, and the way he won the league with Chelsea, the way they play with 3 defenders, it was amazing. So going to be another good challenge against. It was a top professional as a player, and he's one of the best managers now in the world. When you are working in top teams, when you win everywhere you go, you win titles. So it's going to be a challenge for the players and also for me.
Just one final one from me. I don't know if you were preparing for tonight, so maybe you haven't watched Spurs game against Southampton yet. But Antonio Conte was very frustrated. He spoke about the inconsistency Spurs have at the moment. There was some terrible defending from Tottenham in that game. Is that something that, do you look at Tottenham at the moment and think that they're a side that are quite inconsistent and you're capable of beating them?
Look, every manager talk about that. I was speaking about that, especially during September, October. Everyone, what we want. We want to be consistent. The things we are working to be solid, and unfortunately also for us in our side, since Man United that good performance is not an excuse, because after we won against Brentford and Southampton, we miss one time Saiz. We don't have Wang. We don't have now tonight João. And we want to find every time that consistency. I don't know. I didn't watch the game last night, but here is very hard. Every time is a challenge. So sometimes it's so hard to play. I think we to give credit for us, because I think even in the moment we are the only team who beat them at home and away. So they run a lot, they press a lot, they can create a lot of problems, and for sure. Conte comes and is working around 1 or 2 months, and with games and a lot of things happen, injuries and COVID. Maybe he don't have the time he wants and the time he desires to put the team play in his own way.
Muito obrigado.
I don't know.
Hi Bruno.
Hiya.
Despite the defeat tonight to Arsenal, you've still won 4 of the last 6 Premier League games. Is some perspective needed? Are you well enough equipped for a strong end to the season?
No, strong for the next game. I will say the same thing I said. Look, I'll be at the end of the game. I was the first man to continue to push hard everyone, and tomorrow I'll be the first man to go there and to continue. If we won this game, I want to be better team and better players against Tottenham. So this is a process. There's only thing I can promise to, especially for our fans and the fans who follow our team. I will push the players to continue to work hard, for them to continue to play this way, and every game will be a chance for win points. So that's why I understand, because we are in a good position and we put everyone dream about different challenge in the league. But I will just look for my squad, for the opponent, and every time to take the best decisions for the next game.
Just in terms of taking your chances, how much are you behind Raul Jimenez to find regular goal scoring form again? Because I imagine he wants more goals to his name this season, doesn't he?
Just not Raul, everyone. So everyone. It's not about just one player. So it's so important the way we are defending with Raul. It's so important. Jose Sá, the way we play with the ball. So I don't put pressure on everyone. I put pressure in home, just not in Raul, because it's the striker. It's everyone. Wingers should score more goals. The way we put fullbacks very high, they should score more goals. Midfielders are scoring goals, like Ruben, João, and Leander. Central backs on the set pieces. It's not just one man responsibility, it's the team responsibility.
And going to Spurs and being away from home, do you have to be prepared to be without the ball and perhaps be more efficient with those crosses and those chances that you'll get?
We will fight for the ball with our mentality. We know how they play, and every time our idea, the first idea is to play with the ball. So gonna be hard, of course. We will try to win, but I start preparing the game every time to move the offensive side. And when you go for a game, really don't know how much time you have the ball, but when you have the ball, we need to play our game.
You seem to have mastered the away form recently, though. If you do win at Tottenham on Sunday, for the first time since 1980 that Wolves have won 4 away games in the top flight in a row. It's a target to aim for, isn't it? But you must be pleased with what you've seen on your travels recently.
Yeah, but I mean, even today it was a good challenge for us, because I think we never won 4 Premier League, 4 games in the Premier League, and so I don't hide that kind of challenge, because every time it's so hard and put more pressure. Every time it's a good time to play like we play and to win points. That's the target. That's the target. Move on, to continue. We lose, but if you won, we go there, same next match with the same ambition to play our game, because our game gives a lot. Because it's the most important thing we have, to the way we play, to create our chances.
Thanks, Bruno.